And then we're bringing in the corn today, or we're going to start bringing in the corn. The boys and I actually already came up earlier and got a wheelbarrow load down, but we're going to just use the truck now and see how much we can get out of here. I don't normally like corn. It never seems to do real well, but it did really well this year. I don't know if it was all the rain or what, but it looks great. I think we've got about, so these whole rows are 150 foot long, but this one's only like 100 foot long. And it goes about 50 foot. We got about 5,000 square foot of corn here, and we planted them really close. So we'll see what we got. We'll get out of it all told. We'll show it all to you here in a minute, but we're going to get going and try to get all this in today. I don't know if we'll do it or not. But tomorrow, I'm off tomorrow for the holiday, so we'll get it finished up tomorrow no matter what. Hey man, so we wanted to get a shot of some of picking the corn, but Mariah had to run into town and whatnot. We got, I don't know, about half a pickup truck load here. We got some that's already husked over there on the table and a little bit more in the wheelbarrow. Not entirely sure how much this is. It seems like a lot. Most of the cobs, if that's the right term, I'm not sure.
Ears?
Ears, thank you. Most of the ears are well formed. We got good pollination. Everything looks good. Not a lot of damage.
Good example. You got a good example of one?
This is, I believe this is the Silver Lady. Was it?
Silver Queen.
Silver Queen variety, which seems to have done the best for us this year. They all look pretty much like this. This is about average. There's some really nice big ones in there. The nicest one I saw so far was over here. It's probably buried. I'll never find it. It doesn't matter. So tomorrow, Mariah's dad's coming over, and he's got this old hand crank thing that he bought at an antique market that you put each ear down in and you crank it, and it takes all the kernels off. And we'll see how much we have. Hopefully we'll get this all done tomorrow. I don't know. He's a workaholic. I am not. So if I can keep up with him, we will get this all done. And we'll see what we've got. We've got a little tiny grinder. I mean a little tiny grinder. So I don't think we want to grind all this at one time in that little food mill we have. But who knows? I think some of this is popcorn too. So I'd like to set that aside because there's very few things as satisfying as popping your own popcorn you've grown. That's a lot of fun. So hopefully some of this is popcorn. I'm pretty sure it is. He plants popcorn every year. He planted the majority of this. I think he planted all of it actually with the tractor. So there you go. We're going to try to figure out how to eat it. I think a lot of it's just going to get eaten as a breakfast mush. I'm not sure if that's the right term or not. I want to try to do grits with it. I really like grits. But we'll show you another clip tomorrow when we're shelling this stuff and what we come up with. Alright, so we got everything in the back of the truck husked. This isn't even all the husks. I've already dumped some of them up on the garden. And now we are down to the shelling. We're here. So, sorry, my camera woman's up at the garden. So there's 1, 2, there's a 5th small bucket in the house, then 1 full bucket, most of another full bucket. I've still got all this to still shell. So it's been an all day long operation. Mariah and I got out of here early. Well, I didn't get out here early, that's a lie. I got out about 10:30, I think, maybe 11 o'clock. And she was already out here shelling. And, or no, she was husking. So we got the husking done. Check out this thing though. This is a Black Hawk corn sheller. We don't know how old it is. It's actually my father-in-law's. He let us borrow it. Someone tried to refurnish it at some point. Check this out though. This is good stuff. Let's see if I can get it to do it. Alright. There we go. So when it gets, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Boy, hold on to this box. Push down right there. Put all your weight on it. Alright, here we go. Just down to the bottom, about half, there we go, it did it. It grabs that cob and just pushes it right back up. Is that not cool? How ingenious were our ancestors, huh? See if we can do it again. So it goes down and shells it, and it starts falling out, and for whatever reason, it tilts forward and comes right up the chute and back out. This is awesome. So, we're going to keep going. We'll show you the final result. Like I said, this has been an all-day affair. I pretty much stopped for lunch. Hey, be gentle. You're scaring it. I stopped for lunch, and it was a long lunch. I took about an hour and a half lunch. And now I'm back at it, and hopefully I'll have it done before dark. I don't know, though. I want to be able to dump all those husks out of the back of the truck. I'm not sure if you guys can see me or not. Dump all those husks out of the back of the truck, or they're gonna. And there are kids playing in the corn. I bet we've got more corn on the ground than we do in the buckets too. Right now we're at 100 pounds. We're at about 140 pounds of corn. Naomi, no touch. Which is a little disappointing. Not disappointing. I'm sorry, but it puts it into perspective when you realize, you know, a 50-pound bag of corn is like $8 or $9, right? So, you know, you don't do this for the money. Obviously, you do it for the satisfaction and the lifestyle and whatnot. This is one of those things where the journey is more important than the destination. But we'll hopefully get all this shelled tonight, but there's a good chance I won't. But we will show it to you when we do. Alright, man, couple of things. First off, you probably noticed some edits in that last clip. We don't normally like to edit my clips, but we had some naked baby photo bombs in the background that I didn't notice while we were filming, so we had to cut them out. And then it's been a week. It's been a week since we filmed those clips. Over a week, I think. Yeah, it's been over a week since we filmed those clips. So I apologize about the gap there. We just got busy and I'm lazy. We ended up getting about 230 pounds of corn, the vast majority of it the Silver Queen, and probably about 200 pounds maybe of it was the Silver Queen, and the rest of it was this trucker's favorite. I don't know if that's just because we planted way more of the Silver Queen, or that had to have been it, because it all came up pretty good. But the Silver Queen did really well. We got really nice ears, well-formed ears. Trucker's favorite's the same thing. It was a great crop. I've never seen corn do this well. In the past, I have not liked corn because it seemed to take up a lot of resources with very little output. But now we have 200 and, like I said, about 30 pounds. Sometimes I round up to 250, so if I say 250, forgive me. But it's about 230. 230 pounds of shelled corn, and we got to find a way to grind it. We want to make some of it into grits, but we've never done that before, so that'll be a learning curve. And then we're gonna have to figure out a way to eat 250 pounds of cornmeal. 230 pounds. Look, I did it. 230 pounds of cornmeal. Which was kind of neat when you think about it. I don't know how much we would need to go for a year, but it sure seems like you can see the amount of corn we had planted up there. There's a little bit more up past that cedar tree you can't really see, but it wasn't a huge. It certainly wasn't even a half acre. It wasn't even a quarter acre, and we produced 250 pounds of cornmeal. 230 pounds of cornmeal. So that was kind of encouraging that we could produce that much. Like, again, I'm not sure how long that would last, but it sure is going to last longer than a week. You know, I mean, it's not just a meal. So it produced a lot more than I expected. So we're going to put this one in the win category this year. We haven't had a whole lot of wins this year. We still have the sweet potatoes yet to go, though. So we'll see how those end up doing. You can see the weeds have sort of taken over. So if any of you guys are in the path of the upcoming hurricane, be safe, get out of Dodge. This would be a really great time to have had your bug out networks put together. We might do a video on that. And we appreciate you, man. Thank you.